Okay, question 14. A fence was installed around the edge of a rectangular garden. The length L of the fence was 5 feet less than 3 times its width W. The amount of fencing used was 90 feet. Write a system of equations or write an equation using one variable that models this situation. So we've got length, we've got width. Let's put together our system of equations. But first, let's make a model. We're talking about a rectangular garden. So what's that look like? You've got a width on either side, W, and you've got a length that's a little bit different. So the length is 3 times the width, but it's 5 less than that. So it's 3W minus 5. And that's what our garden looks like. So when I start to write my equations, I want to think in terms of L and W. So the first thing I want to do is define L. The length equals 3 times the width, subtract 5, because it's 5 feet less than 3 times the width. So this is my first equation. And it's like, okay, well, we had figured that out. We knew that. But if you don't write it as part of the system of equations, then you can't write the entire system and you can't solve it. So we need to explicitly state this equation with an equal sign. So now the second thing is we know that we've got 90 feet of fencing. So if we add up everything all the way around, we've got 90 feet. So W plus 3W minus 5, that's our length plus our width. But we have both of them twice. So we can say 2 times L plus W equals 90. Now we have a system of equations that we can solve. So anytime you have a system of equations with two variables, you can never solve for both variables at the same time. So when I look at this equation where it says 2 times L plus W, I really want to get rid of one of these. But I have an equation over here that says L is really 3W plus 5. So if I replace that L with 3W minus 5, now I have an equation in terms of just W's. So we can combine like terms, add the 3W to the other W, and now we've got 4W's. Next thing, we can distribute that 2, and we have 8W minus 10 equals 90. Now notice that's minus 10. So if I add 10 to both sides, 8W actually equals 100. So now we divide both sides by 8, and we get a value of W of 12.5. So now if I know the width, I can use that to find the length. Because remember, the length equals 3W minus 5. So the length equals 3 times 12.5 minus 5. So 3 times 12.5 is 37.5 minus 5 is 32.5. So the length of our garden is 32.5. The width of our garden is 12.5. When you add those together, you get 45. When you double it, you get 90. And that's why this is the solution to our system of equations for question number 14.